We have convincing evidence that these disappearances are the work of notorious mass murderer Sirius Black.
Harry! Sirius? What are you doing here?
Come here. It's time to film the episode. The Chamber of Watches. Why aren't you wearing a watch? He's coming. Put your watch on.
What can we do?
Check out the watches from the episode. They're magical.
Now pay attention, you filthy mudbloods. There's lots of muggles out there and magical horological folk. Welcome to another episode of Touch My Clock, where we are doing a little escapade into the magical world. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Chamber of Watches. Now, do remember to like and to
Subscribe.
and lots of magical comments. Before we do that, let's kick off with a little wrist check. Elliot, what are you wearing?
Not something very magical, but I'm just wearing a Seiko World Timer, which is a very nice watch. My bro just got me this very new strap for it, which I think fits really well. It's a lovely World Timer from the 60s. There you go. So I'm right. Easy, bish bash bosh.
Bish bash bosh. Max.
I'm going to leave my resource check for the actual episode.
Ooh.
So keeping it secret. Jason, what about you?
Expecto Venetium. Well, I thought we'd have something a little bit magical and slightly unconventional for this episode. So I'm actually wearing the Secret Orbital Watch. The Secret Orbital Watch. A Miyota 915, 41 hours stainless steel. It's a lot of fun. If you see the dial come around, how you tell the time, it's a kind of a jump hour with the hours at the bottom. And this hand does some incredibly crazy stuff that you'll show.
Power, but okay.
They'll show when you move around the dial, which is, I think, a lot of fun.
I don't know what this is at all.
This is
pretty cool.
the Secret Orbital.
By who?
It's
AliExpress.
AliExpress. Actually, wasn't it interesting when we talk about watches and buying watches, and we've talked about the old classic ones of shops and Watchfinder, and of course, this guy's an eBay freak. There is another one called Kickstarter, and Kickstarter come up with some incredible watches time to time, worth following. You get them in the beginning where you can get some incredible prices until those brands get really well known, and of course the prices go up. So it's a great way to find bargains. This is a really fun watch. When you see it tell the time, it does some absolutely crazy stuff as it moves from the inside of the dial to the outside of the dial.
What time is it?
Tell the time. It is just past 10:40. How's that? Pretty
Not
cool.
correct, but anyway, it's 11:05 here, but
So a lot of the time on this
A
one.
lot of fun, matter. Well, you've got the time in the bottom. It's 11, and then you've got 11:04. You see. And then as it moves around, it goes all the way around until it gets to 15, and then it goes onto the inside of the dial.
the hand goes in
20 to 30, and then it goes back to the outside where it spins around again. So you just look at the two. So fairly easy to tell the time, a lot of fun, and just shows you can get some incredible stuff out there at a very affordable prices. So look at on Kickstarter.
Can we just
Okay.
appreciate that you're wearing a Dumbledore hat, you've got a Hufflepuff cape, and you have a Death Eater tattoo. So,
This guy, he knows the
the
move.
fans, please don't insult him. You just find all the props and put them on.
Yeah, having said that,
With the wand of probably,
With my
Harry
two
Potter's.
my two Hufflepuff colleagues on the episode today.
why did you pick Hufflepuff? What was
Because that is my, and when I went on Harry Potter,
my house as well.
that's my house.
My house.
Which such famous people such as Newt Scamander and so many more have come from Hufflepuff. It's a very creative and design-led house, I believe.
Is it? I got Gryffindor.
Well, must be the scar on your head.
Boy, look at me.
So, on today's episode, we thought we would take some of those fabulous magical folk and give an idea of what they might be wearing on their wrist. So, Max, who are you going to kick off with?
You're a timekeeper, Harry.
I'm a what?
You're a timekeeper.
I'm a what?
Harry, you're a timekeeper.
You're a timekeeper.
I'm a what?
You're a timekeeper, Harry.
Harry.
I'm a what?
You're supposed to say, But I'm just Harry.
But I'm just...
Well, just Harry the Time Looper.
That's all.
I mean, I'm just Harry. Just Harry.
I'm going to start off... I'm going to leave Harry Potter to last so we warm up a little bit. I'm going to pick someone else in the Harry Potter franchise. I'm going to talk about Ron. Now,
Ron Weasley.
Ron Weasley, part of the trio. Now, did you know that in the Harry Potter world, it is typical for wizards at the age of 17 to receive a watch? So this is an actual thing, and in one of the movies, you see Mrs. Weasley give a watch to Harry Potter.
Never seen that.
And it was a watch that used to be owned by her son who died in the War of the Witches and Muggles.
You've seen the movies.
The called Wizard War. So I wanted to get something that's quite similar. So this is from my own collection. This is a beautiful Belova piece. This works perfectly in the aesthetic of the wizarding world. But why I picked it for Ron, if I was Hermione, I know my stuff. In the film, famously, she's depicted with, at some point, a nipple. She's depicted with a pocket watch, and she can go back in time, and the idea was that she would use that so she could attend more classes. Now, Ron doesn't want to attend more classes, he just wants to pass the classes. So, within this watch, this is the magical feature, you can open it up, and you can leave messages inside.
Voldemort is bald.
That wasn't planned. Yeah, it's a brilliant piece. I got it on eBay. I got it for a really, really good price. The seller was absolutely an adorable person. He was fantastic. We had a really good conversation about this before. And I said I would either pick a picture of my dog or my the partner in this watch. I haven't yet picked, and I think whoever I pick, the other one's going to be angry at. But that's my watch for
Cute.
Ron Weasley.
Really nice.
They also do this for men as well. Thank you.
Okay,
Elliot,
so
Bond.
what were we saying?
Okay.
I'm going to leave him in his own demise. Okay, so I've got Dumbledore. So I think Dumbledore, would he wear a watch? I think he'd be more, he would wear more of a relic, kind of like an accessory that whispers to you in the room about secrets than actually telling you the time. I think it's not really a watch; it's going to be a companion that he brings with him.
Okay.
I mean, Dumbledore is very ominous when he talks, and he gives you the information without actually giving it to you. So I thought you needed a watch that kind of does that, and what better than the Mr. Jones Mirage?
Oh.
So I think this is a great watch. So this is made by Maria Labez. I don't know if she's Spanish.
Sorry, Maria Labez.
Labez. Yeah.
Ah.
Maria Labez.
Yeah,
That's her name. And she made these watches. There's 4 iterations. There's like air, water, fire, and earth. And this is the Nuage one. And I think it really fitting for Dumbledore. It kind of goes in his style and the color scheme that he normally wears. And it seems very magical because without knowing, you wouldn't know how to tell the time. But maybe by, a way he explains it, you would understand. And actually it's either with the sun on the top or by turning it, which moves 1 index by hour. Then after that, you then get the moon that comes out for giving the evening after 6 p.m. So I think that's quite fitting for Dumbledore, don't you think?
What a perfect choice. Mr. Jones and Dumbledore in the clouds. Well done.
There you go.
It was fun, actually. It's really, really cool. But now, my choice is he who must not be named. Voldemort! What would Voldemort...
Okay.
And it's out the bag. What would Voldemort be wearing on his wrist? Well, a French company called Awake, with our très bon ami Lilian, who we adore, came out with a watch called the Year of the Snake. And here it is, a picture. Again, another one of his handcrafted dials, done by hand. Perrier-Jouët also made specifically for Awake. And he's done the Year of the Snake, handcrafted. and only 50 pieces. So I think how fitting would that be for the House of Slytherin, but the year of the Snake Watch for Voldemort?
Slightly effeminate for Voldemort. I don't see him walking around with pink
strap
much.
But I get the snake Slytherin part.
J.K. Rowling might not approve, but it could be.
Yeah, not bad.
There we are.
Not bad choice.
Very interesting. How is the dial produced?
And at the bottom here will be a fabulous description of how they are making the snake dial by hand with an old 300-year artistry from Vietnam.
Supposed to do research a bit.
That's fine.
Or did I say that, but I don't do it.
Okay, so
We've done 3 amazing wizards with, I think, 3 pretty good choices. Let's see, where do we go next, Max?
So, who is the protagonist of Harry Potter?
Tom Longbottom?
Yep. So, this is the Chamber of Secrets, and this is the snake door that you might actually be seeing soon.
Can you do...
So, in this, if we remember well, there's this whole plot about Harry Potter actually being slightly dark, slightly evil, slightly Slytherin, right?
And no, don't try.
He can speak
Yes,
snake.
because he shares...
Parseltongue.
He shares
Parseltongue.
blood of Voldemort.
Who is
Evil connected.
Yeah, that doesn't make him evil.
No.
this guy? My point is, he's also a very big snake user, but I wanted to get a snake type watch. What?
I mean, he's a snake
user.
He uses snakes in the film. He talks to them so he can get secrets.
He's a Parseltongue.
Yeah, he speaks Parseltongue, yeah.
Yeah, so he uses snakes in the plot.
Sure.
Are we going to disagree?
Broad definition, but no, you carry on.
Keep going.
Keep going.
I didn't say he fucks the snake. I said he uses snakes in the movie, and it serves the plot of the movie. Anyways, so there's a really cool mechanism within the door where you see the snake going around the door.
Now we see where he's going.
Yeah, we have to get.
It was a very, very long intro.
Yeah. Oh, that one.
Here.
This is the Spearland watch. Now,
That's
Spearland watch is very, very magical looking. It's pretty ugly in its proportion. However, I have to say, it's got probably one of the coolest party tricks you have nowadays on the market for that price. So Spearland is a Chinese watch brand. They do really complicated mechanisms at a lower price. And what the snake watch can do is the following.
It goes around the dial. That's almost as cool as a secret orbital. Look at that. How funny.
And I just like,
That's
same as your
pretty
piece,
cool.
actually, the magical element of
That's pretty fun.
Yeah.
that is
Didn't
really wonderful.
Jacob & Co. make one with a snake that goes all around the dial? Well, there's another brand that's done that. I swear there's another brand that's done a snake like going around the dial. And is
Hermes did one. There's quite a few around.
Yeah.
Anyways, that was my choice for Harry Potter, the boy who never lived.
Boy, Harry. Oh. Alright, so on next. And I've got Hagrid. So Hagrid, big fella. So
Needs to be a big watch.
I think it's gonna be a tough watch. It's gotta have really good loom because he goes in the forest all the time.
Sorry, he's plus size.
How
Not big.
big?
Fine, okay. It's gotta be waterproof.
I think we're scared this is going to be a Hublot.
It's gotta be
The Hublot big
it's gotta
bag.
be a really large case.
It's going to be Panerai.
It's gotta be mechanical because quartz is for muggles.
Quarters from Mongols.
That's that's muggle technology.
That's true.
Right. So here's what I thought. It's the
Panerai.
submersible Elux Lab ID. I mean, first of all, I'm going to talk to you about this because why this is so good. Okay. First of all, you got 500 meters water resistance. So if he's on a dragon, goes into the water, my man's chilling. Okay. This has got 6 barrels. Why does it have 6 barrels? Because of the proprietary technology they've created of the Lab ID Paralight. How the Paralight works is they have a micro generator inside the watch. So with the 6 barrels,
Yeah, so
4 of the barrels power this micro generator, which can power the dial on the indices, the hands, and the top of the bezel for 30 minutes. So if you look at here, it's got a switch of e-lux. This clicks out,
No battery.
same as the guard as they would have on the crown. And you would press it, and here's the powers of how much light you can use. So you'd have the top of the bezel here, you have all the hands, and you'd have the 12 indices inside. And they have micro LEDs inside each marker.
That's pretty cool, isn't it? And magical.
Very cool.
There are 160 micro LEDs inside the watch. So I think for Hagrid, something that's 49 millimeters, 500 meters water resistance, has this power light function. I think that just makes sense for me.
Truly magical watch. I remember reading about that. Very, very clever. Very, very clever. Not a battery in night and for 30 minutes.
Is that magical?
Just by having those different...
I feel like a muggle because I've never heard of this and this feels like magic.
There we are.
There you
Magic.
go. That's my pick for Hagrid.
Finally, time for a little more magic. Our last magical character is indeed Newt Scamander, a hero of Hufflepuff, and of course a magical zoologist who looks after a lot of animals. Now, what would be in the world,
What's funny now?
what would be a really, really good trick for a magician to do would be to stop time. And here's a watch brand that have actually done this already. It is indeed the temps suspendu by Hermes. Whereas a click of the button and the two hands come to 12 o'clock and the time literally stops. Time for you. And the world stops and it's only for you. Another click when it comes back to the exact time and you get on with the day. How magical is that?
I thought you were going to talk about the FP Jaune, to be honest.
Which one?
You know, the one that goes to sleep and then you tap it and it just comes back to time.
I guess.
Yeah, but that, yeah.
That could fit in the suit another wizard.
Yeah, yeah.
But very magical.
Very magical.
I'm not sure about the Newt Scamander.
I don't see the relation to him
Well, he's
other
a
than the
magician.
complication.
He can stop time.
He's not a magician, he's a wizard.
Can
A
you?
wizard will stop time and do other magical things
Can he?
with his fabulously inventive pets.
Okay.
So there we are. I think some really, really interesting, fun choices today for some really, really fabulous wizards. Remember to like and to
Subscribe.
comment. Lovely to see you. Bye, muggles. Bye, magical folk.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Expecto Patronus.